can act like I'm doing something. All right, Jordan, so if you see here, hey, wanna go grab coffee? What's going on, guys? This is Coffee Run. You guys have questions. Hopefully we can get some answers. Let's get started. Question number one, can anyone become an entrepreneur? What would make entrepreneurship not the right path for someone? So no, I don't think entrepreneurship is for everyone. I have always thought that it's hard to exactly understand why someone thinks different than you, or like that they can't think the same way as you. I see this a lot in like politics, for example. Two people, very similar backgrounds, will have completely different views on politics or religion. So I think the same is true for entrepreneurship. One of the major characteristics I see of people that don't really succeed kind of in entrepreneurship is a lack of willingness to wade through or fight through uncertainty. In entrepreneurship, there is no blueprint. In entrepreneurship, when you're starting a business, there is no do this, do this, do this, do this, and now you're there. It is so uncertain, and it's really the entrepreneurs that are successful are the ones that are just willing to dive headfirst to understand that there's a lot that they don't understand and just make something out of nothing. Question number two, was it hard to overcome self-doubt in the beginning? Great question, and for me, I don't think it was. And the reason why is I didn't set out to build this massive multi-million-dollar company. It was, hey, let's see what we can do with this. And so if you pose the question from the standpoint of, hey, I just want to see what the answer is, I want to see how well this could work, then you're not putting so much pressure on yourself to succeed and hit these major goals. I think it's perfectly okay to dream, but if you are operating from the standpoint of nothing is going to go according to plan, and I need to jump in to really figure out what this situation is like, or how things are going to work, then you're not really setting yourself up for failure, and there's not so much doubt. It's more so a series of experiments, and you just iterate from there. Question number three, how do you deal with burnouts? That's a great question, and honestly, I don't think that I really have a solid answer. Recently, I was definitely feeling burnt out, and I'm an introvert, so I took a weekend here in Indianapolis, stayed at an Airbnb actually just across the street, and I just wanted to focus on me, relaxing, sleeping, and I just got to do a lot of like creative work. I think the answer is find the things that you enjoy and set yourself up for a weekend or maybe a little bit longer of things that you enjoy and aren't going to stress you out. So. Question number four, where is the coolest place Viral Launch has taken me? I don't know if I have like a one coolest place or the coolest place. I'm just really grateful for all the places Viral Launch has taken me. Like, you know, this summer I went to Ukraine and Romania, summer before went to England, to London, been to China a couple of times. I don't know, like LA, San Francisco. It's taken me a lot of places, and a lot of times I get to do a lot of really cool things at these places. And so, I don't know, it's taken me a lot of interesting places. I've said places like 13 times there. Question number five, were there people you had to cut off along the way to success? So far, no. And yes, in some capacity. So I'm someone that really likes helping people, even sometimes maybe more than I should. But I'm in a fortunate situation where I can continue to do that. Actually, yes, there's been a couple of people that like, under the guise of, oh, I'm interested in your business, I want to hear more, like congrats on the success, people that I knew maybe in high school or college, but come to find out all they wanted to do was like sell me insurance or something like that. So those types of people I've had to say no to. Unfortunately, I just don't have enough time. And so I also have to kind of say no to a number of people that like want to meet up or are trying to have a phone call. And so I have to be very selective about who I meet up with and who I allow into my schedule, because really the team deserves a lot of my time. My wife deserves a lot of my time. I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing the people. And so it's definitely something that sucks and I struggled with initially, but I do appreciate being selective of who I hang out with. Question number six, how did you go about your first few hires? That's a great question. So initially, I was far too afraid to hire anybody that I didn't really know and had a real job, let's say. So my first hire was a friend, second hire was a friend, third hire was a friend, And then the 2 after that were interns. And then another was my brother. The first real hire was somebody that we hired. We posted ads on Stack Overflow, and it was very, very intimidating. Like I actually went through this like internal crisis around, who am I to say you are or are not good enough for this job? Like, you're a person, you matter, I care about you. And like saying no was like very, very difficult. But really, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes on these first hires. I think hiring is so, so difficult. I was thinking about this last night. Literally every single hire that is a good like employee or person that you hire is like, you're so fortunate and so lucky for that. And I feel like Viral Launch has been getting super, super lucky because we've just been hiring some amazing, amazing people where you think they're gonna be good and then they come in and you find out they're amazing. Oh my gosh, it's such a relief because hiring is so difficult, and we've had to let a lot of people go over the years because I just had no experience in hiring. So my suggestion is definitely listen to your gut. If you have any inclination that this person might not work out because this, or this, like, don't go with that person, because we have, and we ultimately had to let that person go. And also realize if you do end up having to let somebody go, as long as you feel like you've done your job in terms of letting them know how they can be successful, giving them feedback around what isn't working, and if you're setting them up for success, as long as you feel like you have, and you have to let them go, then it's probably best for both parties. So, all right guys, this has been Coffee Run. I try to answer your questions. I really hope that it brings value to you as you are on your journey to success. And please, if you have any other questions, put them down in the comments. I'll try to capture them in the next Coffee Run. And thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thanks so much for checking out the video. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to see the day-to-day, come check me out on my personal Instagram. Thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. And come check me out on personal. Come check me out.